Hey, we're here today to talk about one of the biggest challenges facing Texans, and that is identity theft. Identity theft is a growing problem in the state of Texas and across this country. Here in Texas, identity theft impacts tens of thousands of people across America. It can impact as much as 1 million people. It's one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes in the state and in this country. It's imperative that law enforcement take whatever means necessary in order to better corral this growing menace to consumers and to businesses. I'm proud that the state legislature passed a law in 2005 that gave my office greater authority to crack down on the growing problem of identity theft. Pursuant to this new law, businesses across the state of Texas are obligated to shred, erase, or otherwise make unreadable personal identifying information of their consumers. This would include things such as Social Security numbers, driver's license numbers, credit card numbers, debit card numbers, any of the kinds of information that would be a treasure trove for identity thieves. Well, after this law was passed, our office has been aggressive in cracking down on violations of this law. And today we are here to announce a judgment that has been obtained in enforcement of this new Identity Theft Protection Act. The judgment today is against CVS Pharmacy. What happened about a year ago is that information was found that a CVS Pharmacy in Liberty, not too far outside of Houston, had put information outside of the store that contained key information about their customers, consumers, that could pose an identity theft risk. Information such as credit card numbers, including the full credit card number, the name, expiration date, debit card information, in addition to medical information such as prescription information that contained the patient's name, identity, as well as the doctor's name, the prescription drug, all the kinds of things that not only is embarrassing to a particular patient or customer, but also poses a risk of identity theft. Pursuant to the judgment, CVS is paying to the state of Texas $315,000. This shows how very expensive it is to violate this Identity Theft Protection Act. In addition to the $350,000 payment, CVS, pursuant to the judgment, is going to be implementing stricter measures in their stores, ensuring greater protection of their customers' private information, working to ensure that there will not be any future situations that pose a risk for the consumers of identity theft. Now, countless residents in the Liberty County area could have been exposed to identity theft. One of those is with us here today, and that is Cora Bechtel. Information revealing her name, full debit card number, and expiration date was tossed in a CVS dumpster. And as I mentioned, Cora's with us here today. I appreciate her taking time out of her very busy schedule to be with us, and I'd like Cora to say a few words.
Well, I'm glad that this settlement has been reached because it was frightening for a lot of the people in our community. It's a small community, so everybody, when they found out about it, everybody knew about it. And we're all glad that we didn't know when it would be settled, but I had mentioned to a couple of friends yesterday, that I would be coming down today, that a settlement had been reached, So we feel real good about it, that we feel sure they are going to be very, very careful from now on, and probably other businesses too that maybe would have been a little lax, in it. So that's the main thing. We're just glad it's settled and it's been called to their attention, and feel like that they'll surely follow the rules now.
Great. Corey, you make a very important comment, and that is that this judgment today sends a big, loud message to businesses across the state of Texas that there is an identity theft law in place, and that's a law that's going to be enforced, and there are stiff penalties to pay if that law is violated. I want to make a couple of other comments. One, just so you'll know, you can see information over here on the sidecar. These are receipts that were obtained, that were found, that were thrown out. The receipts that were obtained didn't have this blacked out information. We blacked it out, obviously, to protect the identity of the people whose information is disclosed. What we found were these receipts with nothing blacked out. posing a very serious risk of identity theft to customers of CVS. The second thing I want to make a point about, actually two last things. One is that important for everyone to understand that identity theft poses a very real danger to people like Cora, to customers and consumers who could have their identity stolen and cause them monetary loss, as well as countless hours of trying to repair their good name. Important to understand that businesses bear the brunt of the financial impact of identity theft in this country. Businesses pay out about $50 billion, or lose about $50 billion a year because of identity theft. And this is important to consumers, it's important to businesses, it's important to everybody across this country, that we do all we can to stem the tide of identity theft. The last thing I want to mention is something new that the Office of Attorney General is rolling out. In our ongoing efforts to do all we can to protect Texans from the growing problem of identity theft, we've established a new website that we want to encourage all Texans to go on to. The website address is www.texasfightsidtheft.com. Again, that's texasfightsidtheft, that's .gov, not .com. So I'm going to say it for you one more time to make sure we get it right. It's the w's.texasfightsidtheft.gov. On that website, we provide helpful information to anyone who logs on to let them know what they can do to protect themselves from identity theft, but also information of the step-by-step process they can go through to repair their good name, to repair their credit in the event that they are victimized by identity theft. One of the key aspects of that website is the ID Theft Victims Kit. And on that kit, it provides an easy step-by-step process that consumers can go through to deal with the identity theft problem.